We are students, and for our social science task, we are to raise awareness via campaigning about an issue of concern. We have chosen the whale because Australia is surrounded by whale sanctuaries, and we firmly believe that whales deserve the right to live in harmony with us.
Whaling has decimated whale populations all over the globe in the past 100 years. That's roughly 2 million whales. 1 million whales were slaughtered in the Antarctic water alone last century, seriously depleting 7 out of the 8 great whale species found there. A global ban on commercial whaling was established in 1986. However, countries such as Japan, Norway, Iceland and Denmark have killed over 25,000 whales since. This is outrageous. The continuing slaughter of whale is absolutely unnecessary, damaging to the ecosystem and local economies, and inherently cruel. Even with the current state conservation programs in place,
countries have deliberately ignored and disregarded these laws, and there are no real consequences for the countries that break these laws. Japan hunts more whales than any other country, 1,200 whales annually, and hides behind the facade of scientific research to justify and continue whaling, when it is really just commercial whaling practices. Japan depletes the Antarctic and Pacific Oceans of many species of whale in the name of science, so it can hunt in whale sanctuaries in foreign waters. Japan claims that all whaling is done for scientific benefits, but this is clearly untrue. 5,000 minke whales were slaughtered for information such as diet, which has been long established to be krill and only krill. After the supposed scientific examination of the whales, their meat was put on the market for financial gains. This winter, Japan also aimed to hunt for the first time endangered humpback whales in the name of scientific research.
other countries whaling in Northern Europe claim that whaling is essential to feeding the people. Again, this is proven to be untrue, as there is no real demand for whale meat anyway. The traditional methods of slaughtering whales in the Scandinavian countries is often extremely gruesome and cruel, such as Denmark's Faroe Islands, where many species of whales are hacked their heads with long knives and making the water red with blood, and the whale experience a long and painful death.
Whales play an important role in the marine ecosystem, as they consume large numbers of krill and fish. An imbalance in the marine ecosystem would pose an enormous threat for us humans, as well as much of our diet and local economies are dependent on seafood to remain. Also, when a whale dies, their decaying bodies becomes a huge food source for other marine species. The removal of any top predator will have a detrimental effect on the balance of the whole marine ecosystem. Whales are unique, as there is no animals on Earth that compare to their size, appearance, and evolutionary traits.
True. Unlike in the past, the profits from whaling are comparatively small. There is no demand for the whale-based products anymore, as alternative products are available, and whale meat has now been scientifically proven to be toxic and unhealthy. Whale watching as an industry, however, has grown significantly. Whale watching is also for the whales, as well as being sustainably more profitable, with $273 million dollars earned annually in Australia alone, and thousands of job opportunities.
So commercial whaling will not stop now. There will be no viable whale populations remaining on our planet in the near future. The Sea Shepherd and Greenpeace are the only real groups actively protecting our marine ecosystems from criminals. This is why we need your help. Our campaign is intended for protecting whales from irrational and senseless whaling in our waters and all around the world.
We also plan to campaign the cause in our local region by contacting and putting pressure on the Australian Prime Minister, the Japanese Prime Minister, and their Minister for Fisheries. You can also lobby the Government of Australia, Norway, Japan, and Iceland. It will be also helpful to donate money to anti-whaling committees such as Greenpeace and Sea Shepherd.
Please save the whale. This beautiful, intelligent, and huge mammal. It is our global responsibility to protect the whale for future generations. So stop decimation. The whale's future is in our hands, so please take a stand and show that our community won't tolerate the cruel slaughter of whales in our waters and all around the world. It's not just our responsibility.
It's yours!